Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Federation Nation. I'm Anthony. This is Collectors Entertainment Network. And this week we're going to take a look at the April 1992 issue of WWF Magazine. Getting ready for Wrestlemania 8. You got the Nature Boy, the Macho Man, Sid Justice, and Hulk Hogan on the cover. But before we get into all that, guys, I'd like to ask you, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please comment down below. Let me know your WWF Magazine memories. Also, please share this video with anyone you think may like it as well. And go ahead and give this video a like because that helps a lot too. Also, go on over to Facebook and join the Federation Nation Facebook group and show off your vintage WWF collections. Whether it's the magazines, whether it's your action figures, whether it's your posters, or your board games or video games or whatever it is. Show off what you guys collect. I really would love to see it. Alright, that's enough of an intro. We've got April 1992. We've got Macho Man, Ric Flair, Sid Justice, Hulk Hogan on the cover. Let's get into the pages. Alright guys, here we go. April 1992. We've got Sid Justice, Hulk Hogan, the Macho Man, Randy Savage, and the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. And guys, this is the third issue in a row that he has been on the cover. I think the other three were on last issue, but he is now on 3 issues because the issue before he was on by himself. So that, I don't know if anybody else has ever been on 3 issues in a row, but you'd have to look that up. Alright, so April 1992. We've got WrestleMania 8 preview. The superpowers square off. Hulk has no justice. Sid betrays Hogan in bombshell move. The Undertaker gives a rare interview. And the Royal Rumble, all the news and action photos. And plus you've got up here, extra. Flair reveals shocking Elizabeth photos, Savage Wild. Alright, let's open it up. And I got this issue on March 4th, 1992. And of course there is Hulk Hogan for the right guard ads that he was doing. He was doing the print ads and he was also doing commercials. And of course your table of contents. Keep it going. You've got your information center, your magazine publishing stuff, and join the official WWF 1992-93 fan club. And look at this. We challenge you to take the best of WrestleMania for just $4.95. This was like Coliseum Home Video's version of Columbia House, I guess, where they had these tapes where you would, it would start you off low and then you'd be committed to buy more after that. Did anyone do that back then? Let me know in the comments below. I'd like to know exactly how that worked. Alright, around the ring, we're talking about Sid Justice and a Super WrestleMania for the Super Nintendo. So real, you'll wish it was just a game. Look at that. And look, who do they got in there down at the bottom? You've got Hogan, Savage, Jake the Snake. That looks like Road Warrior Animal, Ted DiBiase, Road Warrior Hawk, Earthquake, Typhoon, Sid Justice, and The Undertaker. Now, I never had a Super Nintendo. I had a Nintendo, and then I jumped right to the N64. I skipped over the Super Nintendo, but my wife had a Super Nintendo growing up, and we have that now. So I do have some of her games, and I have the actual system. System works fine. The controllers didn't work, but I was able to buy new controllers recently, like new third-party controllers. But I'm going to see if I can find some of these old wrestling games, especially that Super WrestleMania game. I'm going to be on the lookout for that. Anybody play this game? Guys, let me know in the comments below what you thought of it. Alright, fan forum. You've got the Legion of Doom, Road Warrior Hawk, and Animal. And WWF Wrestling Spotlight presents Elizabeth, Her Life and Her Love. On sale at your newsstands March 19th. Alright, Brainstorms by Bobby the Brain Heenan. Again, his monthly column here in WWF Magazine. And there's the Hitman on the ad for WWF Magazine subscriptions. Capture the action with WWF Magazine. Oh, Newsbreakers, another falls victim to the snake. Oh, and look, the Undertaker stopped him And then Jake hit the Undertaker. Was Undertaker turning face at this time? I guess so. I knew that he had turned face. I didn't know it was quite this early in his WWF run, but I guess so. Alright, personality profile. You got the new Foundation, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and the Rocket, Owen Hart. Here is your Columbia House ad. Any 8 CDs or 12 cassettes for a penny. Look at all that, I want to say early 90s music, but it's not just that, because look, you got Sinatra there. But it might have been a new release of old music. I'm not sure. But there you go. That's what Columbia House was offering back in 1992. All right, WWF interview, a talk with The Undertaker and Paul Bearer. I want to look, it's here. You got WWF, Bearer answers. WWF, Bearer answers. Probably not much answering from The Undertaker. If we look at it, yeah, it looks like there's some Undertaker. He says something, but it's Bearer. Undertaker, then Bearer, Bearer. A little bit of Undertaker. And look at what Bearer's like, paragraphs, and then Undertaker's like, you know, a sentence or two. So, there you go. That is the interview, and we move on. Of course, every issue has a battle of the Titans. Here is Justice abandons the Hulkster. They all settle up at WrestleMania 8. And I was about to ask if you guys knew when it was, but I did just look right up there, and it says Saturday night's main event. So I have to go back and check that out. I've been watching Saturday night's main events and doing reviews, but I'm starting at the beginning. You guys can check that out on Federation Nation. So eventually I'll get there. But here we go. Here's some action pics. It's funny because it looks like Undertaker has turned face and Sid Justice has turned heel. So they're sort of like opposite of where they were at the time of this this match. Here is some more. Of course, Brother Brutai there. And there you go. That is more of this Saturday night's main event. Alright, Savage versus Flair, a WrestleMania 8 preview. Here you go. There's some Ric Flair in action. Oh, look, Ric Flair versus the Hitman Bret Hart. Of course, later this year is when the Hitman Bret Hart would beat Ric Flair for his first WWF Heavyweight Championship title, whatever they want to call it. And of course, here is Macho Man in action. Nobody dropped a flying elbow quite like the Macho Man. Alright, your trivia. You've got Smarter Than the Average Manager. That's a take on Yogi Bear, for all you kids out there watching. The World Watches. Odds and Ends by Any Other Name. And The Straight Skinny. And then, of course, here it says WrestleMania 8. Don't know exactly why it says WrestleMania 8 there, but I guess they're just plugging it everywhere. And I want you to subscribe to WWF Bodybuilding Lifestyles Magazine. No, thank you, Lou Ferrigno. Alright, WrestleMania 8, the best of the rest. I guess they're previewing all the other matches to take place that night. Of course, the Hitman takes on Hot Rod Roddy Piper and wins his second Intercontinental title. Sorry, guys. Spoiler alert. Didn't mean to ruin that for you. Alright, it looks like you've got Hacksaw and Sarge versus Money Inc. Yeah, Jake versus The Undertaker. And it looks like the model Rick Martel took on Tatanka. I don't remember so much of 8, but here you go. WWF exclusive Newsbreakers Extra. Elizabeth and Flair, shocking photos, link them. So you guys are going to, you know, we're going to see in a future issue that these were actually pictures that she took with the Macho Man. But I wonder how they actually did it. If they just had Elizabeth, like stand still or sit still or be exactly still, and then, like, took the pictures with Flair, and then Flair, you know, got out and then Savage came in, or vice versa, whichever way. But I wonder if, yeah, I just wonder how they did this. Because this was obviously, I mean, they could do photography trickery, but they didn't have, you know, Photoshop yet. in 1992. And what are they watching? TNT? I mean, is that what that is? TNT had been off the air for years. Watching TNT. All right. I mean, some of these are like, you know, you could see how Elizabeth could just kind of stand still for a second. But, I mean, they could have just split the photo, you know, down the middle and used just Elizabeth once and then Flair. You know, I mean, they could have done a number of things. But I think the honest thing was just ask Elizabeth to stand still, take the picture, and then quickly, you know, trade out either Flair or Savage. And of course, results, and keeps on going for the Royal Rumble. Flair takes it all at the Royal Rumble. New WWF Champion crowned. Good stuff there. We've got more pictures from the Royal Rumble. And I'm sure they'll get to the other matches as well. But this is still all the Royal Rumble right here. And more of the Royal Rumble right here. Was Sid was still face, right? Or did he turn on him after? I don't know. Yeah, but he got like angry here. But then he turned after it. And then it looks like some of the other matches. Oh yeah, Roddy Piper won the Intercontinental title there at the Royal Rumble versus the Mountie. And it looks like you got the Beverly Brothers versus the Bushwhackers. And what other matches were on the card? Looks like Natural Disasters versus Legion of Doom. And what? The New Foundation versus the Orient Express. Alright. Good stuff. Is that the end of the Royal Rumble? Yes, it looks like it is. Alright. Tatanka, leader of the new Indian Nation. There you go. Tatanka is proud of his Native American heritage and often participates in fireside rituals with his family and community members. There are some more images of Tatanka and his, you know, in his Native American heritage and culture and rituals, it looks like. Good stuff. Alright, the World Wrestling Federation lowdown. You've got Papa Shango arrives, the British Bulldog, the Warlord's new diet, Chris Walker, and the Phoenix Vince Comerford's WrestleMania picks. I don't remember Chris Walker. Do you guys remember here? Newcomer Chris Walker has been turning many heads. This shouldn't come as a surprise because Walker is an incredible physical specimen who can move around the squared circle with the mobility of a panther. Okay, I don't remember him at all. And I don't know who the Phoenix Vince Comerford is. Oh, WWF Superstar, the Phoenix. Okay, so he's a WWF guy, and he's got his WrestleMania picks. All right, cool. All right, Viewpoint by the Repo Man, of course, otherwise known as Barry Darsow or Smash from Demolition. All right, the official WrestleMania 8 hotline. Guys, there you go. Call from Sunday, March 29th through Friday, April 10th. Guys, I wouldn't be calling that if I were you. You never know who's going to answer the phone now. Don't think it's going to be the Nature Boy or the Hulkster or the Macho Man. All right, your WWF crossword. You've got the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan, in the center, and WWF Body Stars, the television show that will revolutionize the world of bodybuilding. Never watched it. Beginning on April 4th, Saturday mornings. I mean, I may have watched it, like just going through the channels, but I didn't really watch it. I don't remember it at all. All right, caught in the act. You got the big boss man. Oh, someone was dressed as him because he's got a boss man mask right there. And, of course, Coliseum video ad. No WWF Magazine is complete without a Coliseum video ad. And here is Invasion 92. Own the video cassette. And it says, you've been warned. Experience exclusive WWF action and entertainment you can't see on TV. Shot exclusively for home video manager cam and Ric Flair profile. Plus Warning to all viewers, the Nasty Boys visit a video store. Exclusive. When WWF Superstars, the Nasty Boys, want to rent a Coliseum video, it better be in stock. Look at that, guys. I got to pick me up Invasion 92. Sounds like it's fun. Alright, and here is your ad for WrestleMania 8. You've got Sid Justice versus Hulk Hogan. And for the WWF Championship, the Macho Man Randy Savage versus Ric Flair at the Hoosier Dome in Indianapolis, Indiana. Here you go, guys. There it is. Your April 1992 issue of WWF Magazine with Justice, Hogan, Savage, and Flair on the cover. Alright, guys, that is the April 1992 issue. Your preview of WrestleMania 8 issue. Ric Flair, Randy Savage, Sid Justice, Hulk Hogan on the cover. But again, guys, I'm going to ask you, please subscribe, please comment, please share, and please like this video. And I really want to see you over in the Federation Nation Facebook group showing off your vintage WWF collections. I can't wait to see it, guys. Alright. That's enough of the April 1992 issue. That one is in the books. Next week, we'll have the May 1992 issue with the lovely Miss Elizabeth on the cover. But until then, guys, have a good one.